Heart rate's definitely elevated.
Belly.
Incredible.
It's got champagne foam, but all of that at the bottom is whiskey.
Oh, I didn't know that.
No, she sure didn't.
We're probably lost, and welcome to our YouTube channel. We've been exploring different countries in Europe for the past 3 months and decided to challenge ourselves to drive on the other side of the road for the ultimate UK road trip. Our goal is to experience as much of England, Scotland, and Wales as we possibly can before hopping back on a plane. Continuing our path north from York, we drove along the English coastline, passing through sea houses and Bamburgh Castle, before crossing the Scottish border for our next stop, Edinburgh.
Our first stop is Watershed on the Canal. It's a local coffee shop on a barge on the canal right next to the Leamington Lift Bridge that is serving coffee and local baked goods. We ended up getting an Americano and a latte, and then I was a sucker for the checkout line and I got a shortbread too. It's the perfect morning snack.
Now I know what you're thinking, Trey, Hannah, probably lost. How are you in Edinburgh and getting coffee that's not at the Elephant House? Now, unfortunately, last fall the Elephant House had a huge fire and it's not able to be visited right now. For reference, if you're unfamiliar with the Elephant House, it's where J.K. Rowling wrote portions of the first Harry Potter books. So it's a huge tourist attraction now and a great place to get coffee, but unfortunately due to the fire, we're not able to go in. But we wanted to walk over here and show you the outside of it because honestly, we're huge Harry Potter fans. We wanted to see it too. While you're at the Elephant House, or after you've gone, you can pop into the graveyard behind at Greyfriars, where the burial site of Thomas Riddle is. Now, he was the inspiration for the character Lord Voldemort. Probably not for him as a person, but just for his name. That's where she got the inspiration for it, so that's tough. Sorry, Thomas Riddle.
We're headed to Arthur's Seat, and I think Trey miscalculated how tall it was. Kids climb it, and it's fairly easy, so Trey has nothing to worry about. He's conquered so much so far. He's all good.
Yeah, okay.
If you're new to the channel, then welcome. We'd love for you to subscribe, but also I'm terrified of heights, so that's why I'm like making this a big deal.
No, we never got 100 likes on that Caminito del Rey video.
No, we didn't.
Yet I'm still doing this nonsense. Oh, all right.
Starting to get a little bit narrow.
Thanks for saying that.
This isn't even the top yet, but the views are already incredible. I overheard a tour guide. There didn't used to be steps. It used to just be this grassy hill with rocks everywhere. So it's good that they put steps. Trey still didn't make it up all the way to the top, but the views are incredible up here if you don't have a fear of heights. If you do have a fear of heights, I would recommend going on the paths just around because you still get a great view.
It's important to know your limitations. My knees were shaking. I was out of breath. I was like, I'm not going to the summit. But we're up at the top. I'm good right here. It looks beautiful. Dreams do come true, folks.
I made a friend.
There's so many different trails throughout this area. It's basically one big park. So we're gonna walk to another section of Arthur's Seat and see if we can get a cool view from there too.
We felt like this was about as good of a view as we're gonna get for lunch, so we're gonna stop here, eat our sandwiches that we packed for lunch, and try Iron Brew. It looks like it should be an orange drink, but it's actually supposed to taste like Coca-Cola. I don't even know what that tastes like, because that doesn't even taste like cream soda. It's probably not something I'm gonna drink very often, but it is good. Shout out Alona and Steven for the great recommendation and for being the most amazing Airbnb hosts. So now that we've explored just about every single inch of Arthur's Seat, we're gonna head back into the city and explore the Royal Mile.
It really is kind of impossible to avoid the Royal Mile if you're coming into town, so just come through and walk up it. It's a little bit of an incline from the bottom to the top, but it's well worth it. You get to see so many beautiful buildings and so many pieces of history that make Edinburgh the city that it is.
What are you about to do?
I'm about to hold it out.
I'm excited.
I'm nervous.
Really sweet.
This was definitely not.
I'd be doing today.
Incredible.
This is nuts. This is wild.
So he's still a baby, really. He's fully grown and everything, but he's only 5.
Oh, okay.
And in
I can't get over his eyes.
gorgeous
They
eyes.
really like just stare into your soul.
So holding the owl was not a part of the agenda, but it just kind of fit into our plans perfectly. We're here at the Edinburgh Castle, and our tour starts at 2:30.
So we still have about 15 minutes. But in the meantime, here are some beautiful drone shots. Edinburgh Castle was built in the 11th century and it sits upon Castle Rock.
It was home to kings and queens for many centuries, and Queen Margaret, who was later a saint, actually died here at the end of the 11th century. There's a chapel that's built in here in her honor that was built by her son, who's King David I, and it's Edinburgh's oldest building. It actually still hosts weddings and christenings today. So we weren't able to film in the War Memorial or the place with the crown jewels, but that's okay.
I don't know if I would be able to sleep on one of those things. I fall out.
So I feel like we've done a lot of the historical things, which is a ton of fun, but some people aren't super into castles and palaces. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna head to a place called Hoot the Redeemer, which is a really cool cocktail bar. This is proving to be a very long day. I think this is the first time we've ever vlogged like for an entire day. I'm tired and I need a drink. Hoot the Redeemer is an underground cocktail bar here in Edinburgh. It's not the cheapest cocktails, but I've seen much more expensive ones, and all of them seem to have a really cool flavor. You can also get boozy ice cream, so I figured this would be a nice treat for us. We just felt like getting a boozy drink here would be cool, a nice little compliment, and to show off another side of Edinburgh. I didn't know it'd be this pretty, but this is the full, it's Bombay Sapphire Gin.
This is the Cheers.
It's got champagne foam, but all of that at the bottom is whiskey.
Oh, I didn't know that.
No, she sure didn't. She heard champagne foam and she's
was
like,
like
okay,
that.
perfect.
I'm gonna try mine. It's so refreshing. I love gin drinks.
Red as a button. Red as a target button.
There you go. 5 minutes into the climb. It's all paved, very wide. And we're about 10 feet in the air.
You might even be able to ride a bike on this.
Well,
I don't know if bikes are allowed, but... So the views up here are incredible. I would say if you have a fear of heights, maybe stick to the pass down there.
it's not like the tippy top. I didn't make it, but I don't care.
I'm singing those random songs. I don't even know. That was a Shania Twain song, what was he saying? Ooh, it's muddy.
You couldn't tell me that?
I didn't see it.
Dang, Bubba.
I didn't see it.
Alright.
We're climbing.
Is walking backwards easier?
And try Iron Brun.
Feel replenished after that glamorous
My glamorous sandwich.
sample.
I want that shirt with a cow on it.
Alright.
Well, it's sleeting right now.